There we go. So yeah, as the title states, we are Bucajine farming. Yippee. I, I hate it here. So Bucajine farming. So I have one trophy left for this game to complete it for plat, which is filling out the Book of Genes. I need 13 more genes left to go. So we are most likely going to be doing some online dens just to see if I could get these last genes. I don't really know how long I'll be streaming for. Probably stream for a little bit and then see where I get up to. So we need a lot of Deviljho and Stygian Snoga. We don't need anything in the ice area. Oh, well, we do need a lot of ice monsters. And we do need some water monsters. We do need some fire monsters. And then these are just regular monsters. Okay, so I say we do fire eggs first. I'm not going to use a rare ticket because the genes that I specifically want are from small to large, and small to large genes usually appear more on an egg that has the golden shine rather than a rainbow shine. And I also don't want monsters that are dead high up in the tier list, because a lot of these genes can be found on monsters that are quite low on the tier list. So we kind of want to stick with monsters that are quite low down on the tier list, because we don't want to go too high up, because otherwise we'll be picking up monster eggs that we don't particularly want. Oops. I just stepped on a creature. Savage Roar. Why not? Damn. Yeah, so we're just gonna try and see if we can get the last of these genes up and running, and that'll be the last trophy that I need for this game, and then it'll be saying goodbye to Monster Hunter Stories 2 and continuing to the next game, which I need to platinum, which will be either Monster Hunter Rise or I might go back to Last Guardian, or I might go back to Avatar just to get the last trophies in Avatar, but the Avatar trophies are all gathering ones, so that's just going to be a lot of running around the map and picking up stuff, which I should have done during the story mode, but I got a little sidetracked and wanted to complete most of the story. So even though I should be like running in because this is just like a normal ticket and I've got quite a few of them, I do want to go around and at least grab some of the chests that might have spawned in these locales, just because sometimes you get like some really good items from them. So if there's a chance to like, if he could, oh, I don't want him to go in there, I want him to turn around. No, I just thought I'll go for it. Oh, you don't want to follow me down the hole, okay. So yeah, so we're mostly farming up the Bucajine stuff today. Because that is the last thing that I need to do. I've done all of the Elder's Lair. I've done the Book of Monsters and the Book of Monsters. So all of them have been completed. Who's asleep on that? Oh, it's a Kurapeko. I think that's a Rathian egg. I will take it, even though it's not a gold shine, I will take it, just because I don't know if some of the small genes are just randomly on the monster, or if they need to specifically be from a gold shine egg. I'll explain what gold shine means if we manage to grab one from a nest. I'll explain what it is. So let's see if this will give me a gold shine egg. That's Kurapeko. That's also another Rathian egg, but we've already put one. There you go. This is a gold shine. So gold shines usually mean that the egg or the monster in the egg will have a better chance of getting a gene from a tier list of other genes. So gold is kind of not high ranking. A rainbow shine is a bit more ranking, but again, I don't really want the gold shine because that means that we have more chances of getting extra large genes, and I think I have all of the extra large genes, so I don't need any more extra large, because that's not what we're after. We're after small, medium, and large genes. Also, hello Hito. Sorry, I'm just explaining things about the game. There's a lot of things in this game, complex for no reason. Gravios egg, do not want. Oh well, we get a gold shine Rathian egg anyway, so I'll take it. Why not? I'll yoink that. Why not? Well, the thing is with Monster Hunter Wilds coming out as well, I am expecting them to possibly make a Stories 2 game. No, Stories 2. This is Stories 2. A Stories 3 game. But I think with the limited monsters that they're going to have in Wilds, I'm not saying that Wilds doesn't already have like a really big tier list that they're cooking up. I think they would at least have to make another game or so, or add a DLC onto Wilds to fill up the monster roster a bit more for them to make a third Stories game, because otherwise they're going to be filling out the monster roster of Stories with so many monsters that have been repeated in the game. And as much as I love some of the monsters in this game, some of them are pretty useless. I've not really seen people use them. Some of the genes on some of them are pretty good, but other than that, I don't really see certain people using certain monsters. It's usually once you get into like endgame. But I guess that's the whole point of this game, is that you progress, and as you level up in different areas, you get access to different monsters. So it kind of makes sense. But hopefully, with the reveal of Wilds and with Wilds coming out, hopefully they make another Stories game, or maybe they might be cooking up something else, but we don't know yet. It kind of just depends on who in the development team's kind of figuring stuff out. Hello Kaito, nice to see you in here. Hello. Ooh, that's gonna be a flame shotgun. Yes, it is. Good job I healed there, because this is gonna hurt. Ouch. You're gonna do it again, aren't you? You are, so I'm gonna do that. So, if people don't know, Hellblade Glavenus is from the Monster Hunter Generations game. I believe it's Generations. Yes, it's Generations, because the Fated 4 got added in Monster Hunter Generations. So Hellblade Glavenus is a deviant form of regular Glavenus, which uses more sort of blast powder to basically make things explode. I do wish that we see more deviants in the future. I know Rise and Sunbreak did the Apex monsters, but Apexes to me kind of felt like they wanted to do deviants, but couldn't figure out what exactly they wanted to do. So they kind of took the monsters, slapped a different coat of paint on them and went, oh, they're Apexes now. Even though basically they're kind of the same thing. Like Apex Azeros is basically Red Helm Azeros, but without the red paint color, which is just really funny. It's just really funny. But hopefully they do Apexes in a later game, because Apexes were fun. They were a nice little challenge, and a lot of the weapons and the armor that they provided were very unique. And I'd like to see that uniqueness again. Well, we are getting detailed weapons again, from what I've seen from Twitter. They've really been cooking in like the weapons department, so it's really cool. But I also wish that a lot of joke weapons come back, because back in Tri, there was a lot of weapons that were just funny weapons, like meme weapons. I always post about the shark lance, where it's like because obviously you had underwater combat in that game, so you had a lance that was a full-on shark, and the shield was a no swimming sign. And I remember sometimes you used to join a lobby when there's like already 3 people in there, and each person used to have the shark lance out. And it was just really funny to kind of have that. Oh, a pink Rathian. I don't think pink Rathian has anything that we need, so I might have to dump that egg. Oh no, a Plessy off. Oh, he heard me talking smack about him. Oh no, leave! I hope none of the Piscine Wyverns come back. I got beef with the Piscine Wyverns. I know some people love the Piscine Wyverns, but I got beef with them. I don't like them. I've never liked them. I never understood the fishy boys. Don't get me wrong. I think they're interesting in a design sense, but I just got beef with those Piscine Wyverns. I don't like them. Now, if Wilds decides they want to put Snake Wyverns back in, I would be 100% appreciative for my Snake Wyverns. I think we've only got like 2 or 3 Snake Wyverns, because even though Dalamadur is a massive snake, he doesn't count as a Snake Wyvern, it counts as an Elder Dragon. So, yeah, I think for Snake Wyverns we've only got like 2 or 3 of them, or maybe 4 of them. But other than that, we need more representation for my snake boys. They get no rep. Big sad. Another monster sort of type that I would like for them to bring back is birds. Malfestio was part of the Fated 4. Not as one of the Fated 4, but just was introduced into the game with the Fated 4. Back in Generations, and people kind of slept on him because he gave the confusion effect that not a lot of people liked. But he was just a really interesting bird, like a really interesting monster overall, and people just kind of slept on him, which is sad. I think he got a deviant as well, but I can't remember if that's on another game or if that's on a Chinese version of the game or on a Japanese exclusive version. I will have to double check that, because I don't actually remember. I'm positive I've seen a deviant version somewhere. Because I know Zenith monsters exist, but I can't remember what platform they belong on. Oh, it was on Gen Ultimate. Oh. I did play a bit of Gen Ultima, but because I kind of finished Generations and then saved like my port data over, I kind of just rushed through it. I was kind of like, everything's kind of the same, and just left. Because I had to like import my data from the DS onto the Switch, and then I had like beef with my Switch because it wouldn't import the data over, and then it decided it wanted to import the data over, but decided to eat the data. And I just gave up and then figured it out later. Oh, don't want to go in there. Yeah, I miss a lot of the old world monsters. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a lot of the new monsters they've been introducing. Like, I will not deny, when I started to play World, you're getting a history lesson now on Otto's Monster Hunter career. When I first started World, and I'm talking like when World first came out, because I don't think I pre-ordered it, but I think I bought it the day it came out. And no, I did pre-order it, but I just pre-ordered the game because I remember going into the store and getting a ticket for it. Because back then, you used to pre-order games by putting money down for it, getting a ticket, and then coming back later and paying the rest of it. So I pre-ordered the game, I got the game, played the game on day one, and I can remember as I was going through the story, I did the Kulu, I did the Puki Puki. No, sorry, I think Puki Puki's after Anjanath? God, it's been a long time since I've done like the base of the game. But I remember getting to Anjanath, and oh my god, I was stuck on him for like, I think 2 weeks max. And I just couldn't figure it out. And I think it was just me being incredibly dumb. Because I was fighting him like you would fight a Deviljho. And I just wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, he's probably a bit more movable than a Deviljho. But my first like brick wall in Monster Hunter World was Anjanath. And I was so frustrated by Anjanath. And now I kind of like Anjanath. Like, people give him crap because he's like, oh yeah, it's a big T-Rex. And, you know, big T-Rex, not spooky, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but there's something cute about a big T-Rex. Oh yeah, I didn't give a Hot Mist. I'm stupid. Let's do that. There we go. That will work. But yeah, I remember being stuck on Anjanath for a while. There's been a few monsters that I've been stuck on. Anjanath. I was stuck on Black Veil. I hate Black Veil. I still hate Black Veil to this day. I was stuck on Lunostra. When Lunostra first came out and you had to fight her in the arena. Oh dear lord. I hated her. Xeno'jiiva, I struggled more with the timer rather than struggling to kill it. And I did struggle with Alatreon, I will not lie. I had to like get out the dual blades to do Alatreon because I just couldn't figure it out. But I think everybody kind of has their monster that's like their brick wall. Because there's a lot of monsters in the old game, which were also brick walls of mine, where you just kind of struggle really badly with them, and it could be for like a number of things. I know a lot of the old gen was very, very janky, but it kind of had its charm for being quite janky. I do and I don't miss it. Yeah, having to explain to people that, oh yeah, back in the old days we had to like, if you wanted to eat a potion or eat a ration, you had to eat it and then do a little flex animation, and you couldn't get interrupted during it, otherwise it would take your item and it wouldn't count. You know? And people are like, what? Yeah, that actually was a thing? Why did they have that? And I'm like, oh, well, that's just how it was. And it was just kind of funny. Hello, Kazoo, don't mind me. Excuse me. Here's another thing that I'm interested if they're going to add a lot of the small monsters back. Because, see, you see these little roly-poly guys. I hate these guys too. These little roly-poly bugs right here. They're called Conchus. And Conchus were added in 4 Ultimate. And what they do is that they latch onto a monster's body part and have it that your weapon bounces off the monster because they're protecting it. It's super annoying. But they're also Kulayaku's Kulayaku? No. It's Kulu, right? There's so many different monsters that I'm trying to remember. Young Kutku, there we go. Kulayaku is the one in world. Young Kutku is the one that I'm thinking of. Young Kutku eats Conchus. So we got Young Kutku in Wilds because he's been shown in the trailer. So does that mean we're going to get Conchus back? Probably not, but I'm hopeful in thinking. I should really be using the hammer. Ugh, you're going technical. Let's see if I can make you swap. There we go. Go back to my speed monster. Perfect, picking speed automatically. Wonderful. Oh, if you've been seeing me yapping the server, I've been going on about Gammoth. I've been going on and on about Gammoth and how she needs to come back. And Capcom's like, oh, we can't add Gammoth back because she's too big and we can't do it, boo-hoo-hoo. I'm like, you had like Dalmadur and Gogmazios and all 3 Fatalises on the DS and you're telling me you couldn't put them on a bigger platform? Are you kidding me? Like, I know you lying. Like, why do you lie to me, sir? Absolutely not. It's like, it's the Fated 4, not the Fated 3. Gammoth gets forgotten so much. And don't get me wrong, as much as I love Glavenus and Glavenus, Astalos and Mitsu, as much as I love them all very dearly, Gammoth to me is the interesting one because she's not a T-Rex and she's not a Wyvern or a Dragon and she's not a Leviathan, which we've already had before. She's a monster that's completely different. She's a fanged beast, fair enough, but I don't think they've had an elephant monster before, or that I'm aware of. So her being different is special, and I hate the fact that she just constantly gets forgotten. I think she's gonna do Silver Stomp, but it doesn't matter because we've knocked all the stuff off. Yeah. Yeah, so whenever she does Snow Slurp, you gotta like break all of the parts off her. Because every stomp that she does, if she's still got snow parts on her, will be another tick of damage, basically. So it stacks up a lot. Fill up my hammer gauge. You do that. Do I have Blast Chaser on here? Ooh, I do, but I need 1 gauge to do it, so I can't do it like that. Okay then. Gamma is really tanky. I forgot how tanky she is in this game. The Mama Popo. The biggest popos. I just felt really guilty then for just like running up and smacking her with my hammer. Like there's a few monsters I feel guilty beating up. Like I can't beat up what's he called? I can't beat up Dodogama. I used to hunt a lot of Dodogama, but I used to always capture him. Like I feel bad beating up Dodogama. He's just chunky. He's just fat, chunky, living his life, and I'm just coming in and beating him up for no reason, you know? And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but what about the other monsters that are just living their life, you know? Well, some of them deserve it. You're telling me that you'll be happy with a Rajang coming up and smacking you on the face? I don't think so. But like, Dodogama's done no harm. He can stay. He done nothing wrong. Free my boy. Yeah, evasion rifted. Haha. I'm gonna evasion rift again because you're probably gonna do silver stomp. You are! But I think it only counts for the 1 ticket damage that we take, so let's see if I remember. Oh no, it evades all of it. Okay then. That is good to know. I swear I already know this stuff, but I'm just stupid and forget. Oh, she mad. She mad. She did not like that. She mad as hell. Are you doing what I think you're gonna do? Which is Snow Smasher. You are. Yeah, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I'm reading minds. I'm just gonna smack you with the hunting horn. There you go. I'm gonna evasion rift again because you're just gonna do, yeah, silver blast. You weren't gonna do silver stomp straight afterwards because you usually do an attack first. And this is why you should always have stored kinship on another monster just in case. Oh, Roberto's gonna do his attack. There we go. That should kill her. Down she goes. Mama Popo. Down she goes. There we go, give me a gold shine egg at least. Ooh, I will take that. I believe this is a regular Gammoth egg, so I'm gonna happily take that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna rob your children. Goodbye, adios. Let's have a look. How many eggs we got? Alright, let's see. Yes. I say we do a water den next. Usually when I want to do a water den, that means I've got to beat up a Soul Sayer Mitsusune. I hate that guy. I got beef with certain monsters. Yep, there it is. Soul Sayer Mitsu. Grumble, grumble. Right. You know what biome I would like for them to add in Wilds? I don't think it's going to be there, because they've already shown us, like, 3 locales already. Like a cherry blossom grove would be really nice if they could maybe throw it into, like, the forest area as, like, a little small area somewhere. But I don't think they can do that, because there's, like, the rose area instead where, is it Lara Barina? I think that's what it's called, the rose tarantula. I'm gonna be butchering half of these new monsters' names anyway. Like, I'm too dyslexic to try and figure out half of these names. I'm still in the era where people used to bitch about Tigrex's name. Tigrex? I mean, it's a Tiggy, Tigger, who knows? Tiggy Tango, God knows. We got Tiggy 1, we got Brute Tiggy, we got Molten Tiggy, we got Grimclaw Tiggy, you know, whichever one takes your fancy, I say. You've got to have your Rathalos, your Azure Rathalos, your Silver Rathalos, your Dread King Rathalos, your Apex Rathalos, your Zenith Rathalos, is there any others that I'm forgetting? Also makes me giggle that in modern stories, the Rathalos that you get is just called Ratha because, of course, originality. Who needs originality when you can just, I'm pretty sure that's a Bizarrios, but I'm just gonna wander this way instead. Or that could just be a random rock. I think it's just a random rock. I'm just so used to getting jump scared by Bizarrios. Used to go on expeditions in the old world and be like, oh look, a clump of rocks, let me go and get my pickaxe and get some armor spheres that I need, and you'll walk over to it and Bizarrios would jump scare you from 5 meters away. Oh god. Run away. Yeah, you used to beat a Bizarrios up and then a Gravios that used to come and beat you up. Because unless people don't know, Bizarrios are baby forms of Gravios. So that's why I'm also thinking for Wilds, because we know that Gravios is going to be part of the game. I wonder if Bizarrios might come back, since after all they're adult and sub-adult forms. Probably not. but I'd like to see. Come on, give me a gold shine. There we go. Oh, Peko, run! Oh, okay. Alright, apparently he has other things to do. He did not want his child back. Alright, I'll take you, kid. Thank you. Maybe it was that turnaround of the standing dominance that made him run away, but alright, I'll take you, kid. Oh look, speaking of a Bizarrios, there's a Ruby Bizarrios. Hello. I always think Ruby Bizarrios looks prettier. Look at him. What a pretty handsome boy. No, it's a laggy egg. I don't know. Wow! He's coming! Hey, I was giving you a compliment 5 seconds ago. See if I can get the Deadly Horn Jab to work. So, if you don't know, Deadly Horn Jab is a thing that you can put on your monster from stealing the gene off a white Monomolos, where it has a very low chance of succeeding a one-hit KO. Like so. But you do have to like buff up that gene a lot to get it to work. So I just... Excuse me, my Alexa. Hello? The robots are fighting back. Apparently he did not like that compliment. Alright then. I'm being beaten up by the machines. What's going on? I also found it dead funny that my, I can't say the name of it because it will voice activate and try and ask me a question. Oh, I don't want to go in there yet. Mine came with, so usually they come with a female voice, because that's like the automated voice that they come with. Mine came with a male voice. So when I opened it up out of the box and set it up, and like asked it the first ever question, it just had a male voice, and I just couldn't be bothered changing it to female because I prefer the male voice actually, because it's dead funny. And it's only voice recognition to my voice only, so sometimes I can hear my dad trying to ask it a question and it just doesn't respond to him. So he gets like dead annoyed that the machine isn't responding to him. It's just kind of funny. I should put it on that it should recognise his voice, but I haven't had the time to like grab him and be like, speak to the machine so it can connect your voice. Also, give me like 2 seconds. Oh, I needed to cough really bad then. By the way, you can't Deadly Horn Jab Deviants or Elder Dragons, there we go, I won't think of the name. So we can't just do that to Soul Mitsu. We have to actually beat him up. We have to actually figuratively beat him up. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Great. It never ends. I'm constantly fighting with my body. 1 minute. Oh, hiccups. There he is, Solsir. People have also been asking for what a female Mitsusune might look like. We don't know, because the Mitsusunes that you fight in game are all male. So the bright coloured ones are male. The female ones apparently have sexual dimorphism, and apparently their ear fins are a lot smaller. But we don't really know what they look like if they're maybe duller, if they might be, I think they're smaller, but we don't really know anything else about it because female Mitsus apparently hide in the wild to try and protect their babies and to keep their territory safe, because the male also fight for the territory. I think someone pointed out that it is in an art book somewhere, but I'll have to see which one they mean. Let's do that. See if we can paralyze him. Because he is susceptible to paralysis. Maybe not that time. See if we can paralyze him again. Probably gonna whack up Bubble Mantle. Yep, there it is. So with Bubble Mantle active, he can counter strike. Because he's a coward and he doesn't like fighting your head on. What a coward. But that's fine, because we can do this instead. You do that. I'll do this. I'm gonna do that now to knock him over. Yep, there we go. See if we can break this tail. See if we can get some more parts. That has also seemed to have reset him back to speed. Okay. And now he's paralyzed. Oh my goodness, this Mitsu is not having a good day. Oh boy, he's angry. He's angry. That's not good. He will do Spiral Claw, which is a power attack. This one doesn't count, I don't think, because after he grooms, he just automatically targets someone. Oh! Okay, he's paralyzed. Yippee! He's not paralyzed anymore though. My Aspharos is low health, so this is a bit of a dangerous territory. Yeah, thought it was. Ouch. I think he's gonna Fox Flame and then he's gonna Blue Moon straight after. Yeah, there it is. I'm surprised that didn't actually knock me off, you know? Heal up our Aspharos a bit, yeah. Okay. Let's do it on the body, see if we can try and break it. I have a funny feeling that's going to be a bubble mantle. No bewitching bubbles, I was wrong. That's a bubble mantle, alright. Have a heal. Yippee. Miss! How do you miss with a great... Oh, I mean, it's a great sword, I was gonna say. How do you miss with a great sword? Huh. Playing the healing game now, aren't we? There we go. Miss! Ouch. Is that it? I'm gonna do that. Hey, we got him. Wonderful. Quick, rob an egg. Steal a child. I want a gold shine or something. I'll take it. Fine game, fine, whatever you say. Whatever you say, game, whatever you say. Also, guys, I'll be right back in a few minutes. I'm just going to quickly have something to drink, so I'll be right back. Hello guys, I'm back. Sorry, I was thirsty. I was very thirsty. I needed a drink of water. Remember guys, drink your H2O. Don't be drinking too much coffee, drink your H2O. Right, so from the book we need 13, so let's see if we get any. Probably not, because Kirsty the game likes to bully me to hell and back. So first egg, nada. Second egg, nada. Let's have a look. Dragon defense boost. Let's have a look. Nada. Anti-bleed. I think I need anti-bleed large, not extra large. So nope. Let's have a look. Fortify medium. No, I need fortify large and small? Or large and... No, I need fortify large. Oh, I didn't check that one. Damn it. I'm stupid. Anti-venom. Nope. Critical kinship, though, is one that I needed. So that's one. Critical kinship medium. I also have them listed out on a piece of paper somewhere that I'm highlighting. Let's have a look. Critical M. Nope. Nope. Nothing on that one. Kurapeko, I think, is one that I know. I don't have anything that I need on there. And nope. So out of all of that, I've got one. Boo-hoo-hoo. This game is mean to me. This game is very mean to me. It's being cruel. It's being very cruel to me. Let's have a look. Could I possibly, oh, pardon me. Could I possibly do dens? Do like a woodland den. I don't know if it changes. I think it gives you monsters in the locales that possibly would spawn there rather than the element that they have. But we'll give a woodland den a go. See if I remember the the monster egg patterns. I probably do, and I probably don't. At least it's not like Stories 1 had it that the egg color. Oh my god, what is chasing me? Hello? Oh, it's a Rathian. She insta-locked onto me. Jesus, terrified. I'm scared. Mama, help me! I'm being chased. Oh, now there's another one. Hello, can I have that? Can I grab it? Thank you. Bye bye. In the first game, it was the monster eggs have like the patterns on them, but they also had the different colours. And back then, a lot of the monsters shared the same colours, so you would pick an egg up and go, "Oh, is this a Rathalos egg, or is it this egg, or is it this monster or that monster?" And you wouldn't know until like you have to go later and hatch them, and you realise, oh, it's not the monster I wanted. I also remember when the game originally came out on DS, Stories 1, it was region locked, so that only Japanese players, I believe, could get Elder Dragons from doing dens, not dens, but quests, because they didn't have dens back then. And then when they revamped the game to put it on PlayStation, they changed it so that everybody could get Elder Dragons. But it was really, 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 really rare for you to get Elder Dragons in the game when it originally came out in the West. So it was either that you could get them or you couldn't get them, and people that usually had them were either hacked in or they managed to somehow grab them from like a really lowish percentage. So it was very difficult to get an Elder Dragon. But in this game, it's like, oh, you can have as many Elder Dragons and Deviants as you want if you put in the work for it, you know? You want that, you go in a den and get it, and then you gotta fight a hard monster at the end of it, you know? You want it, you grab it. Also, hello, Big Iron. I'm sorry for my rambling, I do apologise. Hello. I did see your little notification there. How are you? You're gonna hear me do a lot of yapping, so I do apologise. Oh no, not Bizarrios, run away! Move away from the box. I want the box. What is in the box? I'll take the bottle cap. I'm out of here. Adios. I was debating whether or not I'm brain farting, excuse me. Like, my two brain cells are currently ping-ponging around and not one of them's got an idea where we're going. I was debating actually of doing a streaming chart. I had one ages ago. When I used to stream on Twitch a little bit, and I just didn't like streaming on Twitch because I got like a bunch of weirdos in my comment sections. So it was a bit... but I did do a chart that showed like what days I was going to stream, because back then I knew what days I was in university, and so I did it around that. Because ya boy is currently unemployed, because I'm doing my master's degree, so I can't focus on more than one thing at a time when it's like very heavy duty. So I can multitask to a degree, but doing a job and trying to do education on top of that, it's very difficult for me, because I would either want to do one thing fully and correctly and have all of my attention to that one thing, or I would put my attention into the other thing and completely drop what I'm doing, because they just because they attain so much like mental need and emotional need. Because what a lot of people don't know, I can't say names and whatnot of the companies that I worked for, because it's a bit not against the NBA. NBA, that's not a thing. What's it called? When you can't talk about something, it's not against that. It's more just the places that I worked. Had to do with a lot of working with the general public on a care scale, and I worked in the care field for about 2 years or so. So I was helping young adults with very complicated needs and working with the the elderly with dementia. So when I worked in those jobs were very physically and mentally and emotionally draining, because you're working with people who are very complex and require a lot of attention. And I enjoyed it very much, to be honest. I loved working there. I don't think I would ever change it for the world. But it did acquire a lot of my attention, and being ADHD as hell, trying to do anything else while doing that was just not adequate. So hence why I'm currently unemployed, yippee, and currently chasing my master's degree. because otherwise I would either drop my masters to focus on work, or I would drop my work to focus on my masters, because I can't multitask to that degree. And it's not only that, on top of that, I also struggle really badly with some medical conditions that I won't go too much into detail of. So trying to find work that is accommodating to sort of those areas is a bit hard. So doing kind of more structure, I think, would benefit if I were to do like a streaming timetable of like, I'm going to stream every Monday and call it like Monster Hunter Monday or something, and it would give me the motivation to get up and do stuff, which will give me the motivation to get up and do other stuff because I'm up now. But I think streaming also offers a lot to people. Like I think Queso says it best. Like, I love Queso. I love watching his Minecraft stuff currently. He's funny as hell. 100% love the guy. And it's like being able to sort of have like somebody to watch that isn't like a person that puts up a front of trying to be somebody that they're not, and just somebody who's just their casual self is always going to be entertaining to watch than somebody that puts up a front. And if you're playing a character, like, that's fine. There's a lot of VTubers and streamers who play a character as part of their role, and that's completely fine if that's your channel and that's your brand. But I find that a lot of people get lost with the characters and get lost with that detail. And being able to stream as well just allows people to kind of have fun, you know? You're playing a game that you enjoy very much, and you wanna show it to the world. You wanna show people like the games that you're interested in, or show people new things about games that they currently play that they have no idea about. So I play Monster Hunter Stories, and I know a lot of people probably would never play Monster Hunter Stories being a Monster Hunter fan. You know, it's a baby game, it's a kid's game, it's a, you know, rock, paper, scissors game. A lot of people aren't interested in that. And that's completely fine. If people don't want to play that, that's fine. But I still want to show people stories, because to me it's fun. It's fun to have my favourite monsters that I like as part of my team and beat up other monsters. You know, it's entertainment. And I'm just yapping about yapping at this rate. Alright, yes, hello, welcome to my stream. I just sit here and yap for 45 minutes. But I think that's what you gotta kind of do sometimes. When you don't have anybody to kind of, like, obviously you can talk to a chat, but when you don't have, like, people talking to you, you've got to kind of make stuff up on the spot and just yap about whatever. As long as people are comfortable talking about whatever they want on a stream, let them have at it, you know? Let them have fun. Let them do what they want. My content's probably not everybody's cup of tea, but people do what people do. You do you, babes. Do whatever you want. Have fun. And that's like, especially as what I'm gonna say when Wilds comes out. Like, I know Wilds is gonna come out, and a lot of people who have never touched Monster Hunter before are gonna play it, because that's exactly what's happened with World. And being a third gen vet, I'm just gonna say to people straight up, like 100%, gonna say to people straight up, I may joke and point and have a giggle about like the fivers and everything like that, but I love my little fivers. I love my little 5th gen hunters. And I don't say it in like a derogatory term, I say it in the term of my fivers are hunters that have come into a new game, not knowing anything about the old world, and they are doing their damn best, and they are learning, they're picking stuff up, they're playing weapons, they're having fun, they don't give a damn, and let them be, let them have fun. And I love them for that. So I better not see any of y'all from old gen or new gen picking on the 6th geners when they come in. Let the 6th geners have fun, alright? I don't want to see none of y'all picking on them. Because I'm happy for new people to come in and play the game. As long as they're playing the game and having fun, that's all that should matter. If you're a speedrunner, speedrun. If you're a casual player, play casual. If you're a monster enthusiast, be be infused about those monsters. I don't give a damn. If you're a photo collector, do whatever you want. I don't give one. Just have fun. Play the game and how you want to play the game. You know? That's the whole point of the game. You play it how you want. But I can't wait for the new gen of Monster Hunter players to come in. Like, what's entertaining is waiting for the new Monster Hunter players to come in and seeing the 5th gen hunters teaching the 6th gen hunters. Because that's just going to be really cute. It's going to be really nice of seeing that development. I can't wait for that. Like, it makes me feel really nostalgic. Like, no. I love this little community, man. I love the Monster Hunter community. Like, yeah, there's some people who are in here and they'll yap nonsense and be elitist or grumpy for no reason whatsoever. But a lot of the community is pretty chill. Like, man, I don't think I've been in any community for as long as I have been in the Monster Hunter community. I mean, I don't know if Spyro the Dragon has a big community. I've been playing Spyro for a really long time. But I don't think there's, like, as much as a, like, multiplayer community as there is with Spyro. I was gonna say, does Spyro have that community? Probably not. But yeah, as soon as it gets around my birthday, it would have been 15 years I've been in this community. And heck, if I get even older, imagine another 15 years down the line if Monster Hunter will continue like that. Will Monster Hunter become like Final Fantasy? How many games do you think Monster Hunter will make? We're gonna get into Monster Hunter 12, you know? We're in Monster Hunter 12, we got our VR headsets on, we're part of the game, you know? We're just adapting with the monsters. Also, why is there a nest so close to the entryway? That's interesting. Alright then. We're beating up a Gammoth again. Why? I don't want to beat up the Mama Popo. Zamteros is a monster that does have the things I'm looking for, right? Unless I'm, like, stupid. No, I don't think he is. Put that Zamteros egg down. Lagombi. I don't think Lagombi is either. So we need like a Legiana or a Baroth. A Fulgur Anjanath's a no. Take a Baroth. Oh, speaking of a Vulgar Anjanath, look who decided to show up. I do not know what attack you're starting. I want to say speed. You're a power monster. Okay then. Oh. That hurt. Ah, I think you swap to speed when you get angry. Going back to my previous yapping about Anjanath. Don't get me wrong, I love base Anjanath. Base Anjanath is pretty, but something about the tiger stripes on Vulgar Anjanath is just mwah, beautiful. Whoever on the design team decided, yeah, this big T-Rex looking boy that shoots fire needs to have a Thunder variant with a silver draped coat and tiger stripe patterns. Whoever was on that team and decided that, You deserve a raise, my guy. 100%. Give me that guy's number. I need to know exactly what he been smoking. Because I like it. I love it. What a beautiful design. Broke nose. What do you mean I only got a B for that? What? Bruh. This game, it vexes me. It vexes me so. Another thing that vexes me. What collabs are we gonna get in Monster Hunter Wilds? Because I know people are begging for a Mitsune. Wrong thing. For a Miku collab. A lot of people want Miku again. Because she was a collab in the old games where you could have I think it was an armor, or maybe a layered, I think it's an armor, of Hatsune Miku. And a lot of people loved it. I'm still waiting for my Shadow of the Colossus Last Guardian collab. Where is it, game? Huh? I know I said I would bother with these chests, but I just kind of want to grab the eggs for now. It probably gives you some really good stuff. I don't think there's a nest over there, but if we're missing one, we'll have to backtrack. Remember guys, don't lead by my example. I'm probably the worst person that you would have wanted advice of. Like I said, I got 2 brain cells and they just rattle around in this big old noggin of mine. Oh no, the other nest is there. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We don't need to backtrack. Who said about backtracking? We don't need that. I don't know. But yeah, where's my Shadow of the Colossus collab? Huh? Where's that? Where's my Shadow of the Colossus collab? Where's my, well, I can't say Horizon because they've already done the Horizon collab, so we already have that. But they didn't put a monster in the game, no. You know, they put Behemoth in for Final Fantasy, but you're telling me that they couldn't put a Ravager in or something from Horizon? Like, I know it's probably hard to put a Shadow of the Colossus monster in, but, you know, if Capcom ever decides it was a good idea, you know? Oh, no! They could probably shove in one of the small Shadow of the Colossus Colossi, I think. They could possibly do that. You know, I'm gonna help you beat up that Conchu. Rock, paper, scissors. There we go. Oh. We're gonna beat up the bugs. The bugs? Oh my goodness. Attacks from every angle. A full-out warfare. Excuse me, how's that Conchu still alive? You... Excuse me? Getting lost in the caves. Can I have like a Legiana or a Barriothegg or something that I want? Yeah, it's a Legiana egg, but it's not a gold shine one. That's a full Grandna. No. No! Yes. This game. This game's like, I heard you want gold shine, but I'll give you gold shine eggs that you don't want. Yeah. Like, yes, because how dare I ask for some simpler things in life, you know? How dare I ask for things in this world? Typical. Hmm. Oh damn, hitting off with a crit straight away. Oh damn. Alright. We ain't effing around, I see. Pardon me. Oh, why am I yawning so much? It's only 11 o'clock. Like, goddamn. Hit him with the bedtime. Sleepy, sleepy. Let's do legs. Long, long legs. Damn, we're breaking parts quick. Let's do head. Bam! They got a butt head. I'm gonna evasion rift here. Swap back to my hammer. Because we should be able to fill up 3 gauges. Ooh, she's flash blighted. Delightful. Ooh, let's do this. Hey. They're gonna butt heads again. There you go, Ritter. Gonna snow slurp. Let's break legs first. Let's do this. Damn. Get back over there. I'm gonna evasion rift because I think this might be, yeah, silver blast. I can't evasion rift again, so we're just gonna have to try and break parts that haven't been broken. There we go. So we're only gonna get hit by the last bit of that attack. There we go. Ooh, she's blast blighted again, but I'm gonna let that blow up on its own. Ooh, she mad. Ooh, she mad. She mad. Swap that to that. Means a snow smasher is on the way. Evasion rift. What I am gonna do, let's do that, because you'll snow slurp. Give it health back, give it a Falcon chip. She's gonna silver blast. You've got, oh, you're weak to snow though. Oops. Don't think I can evasion rift, but I can heal everybody. So this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Oh, no snow smasher? Alright then, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Right, give me a Gamma, a Legiana, or a Barrier egg. I will take that, even though it's a rainbow shine. I'm gonna take it. Beggars cannot be choosers, so I'm gonna take it. And with that, guys, give me another 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go and check something dead quick. Hello, I am back. Sorry, I was drinking my H2O. Always drink your H2O. Never forget your H2O. It's not like that. I was also double checking a few things because I'm back at uni, so I had to make sure that my timetable was up and correct. Because my university does the thing of they give you the timetable and then they keep correcting said timetable every 5 minutes. So you'll look at the timetable and go, oh yeah, I'm in on such and such a day at such and such a time. And then they change it like at daft o'clock at night when you're trying to do stuff. And then it's actually like, oh, I'm actually in at such and such o'clock in the morning. Bruh, I ain't even gonna talk about my first day going back. Bruh. I have been played for a fool. Absolutely. So going back in, this is my last year. I break up in September, so I completely finished the course in September. And before then, they were like, I'm brain farting again, I apologise. My brain just switches off randomly. So I'm running late to get in, because originally I thought I was in, so this Thursday would have been my first day back, but they changed it to next week. So last week was my first day back on Thursday. I'm going to be there by 10 o'clock. I wake up early to get going. I go outside. I got to take 2 buses to get to uni, right? And you're probably thinking, yeah, 2 buses ain't that bad. So I got to travel from where I live into the big city, right? I am sick and tired of fighting Elder Frost Gamma! Make it stop! God damn. So I wait for my first bus, right? My first bus is about an hour late. An hour late. Doesn't show up. I'm stuck at the bus stop. I can't do anything about it. I can't get like any other bus because the issue with me, because I have to get 2 buses, my 2 buses have to line up. So if they don't line up like time wise, then I'm stuck at a bus stop for about an hour. So here I am, stood at the bus stop for an hour, waiting for the bus to show up. The bus doesn't show up, and I'm stood here going, I ain't got no money to taxi to uni because I'm broke, because university also messed up my funding. So that's great. So my bus finally arrives. I get on it, right? And I get all the way to the bus stop. I gotta wait for my second bus to show up. So I'm sat there waiting. The second bus shows up early, and then we get stuck in traffic halfway to university. So I'm already like running a bit late. I'm panicking. I'm like, oh god, I don't wanna be late. I don't like being late. Like even with my medical issues, I don't even like being off work or being off like out of uni because of them. So I always feel dead guilty. So I finally get like onto the university ground. I'm like panicking. I'm running. I've got my key card. I'm swiping. The university building doesn't let me in. I'm panicking. I'm freaking out. I'm like, why is the card not working? The card's not working because they haven't fixed all the timetables yet. I'm like, ha ha ha, ain't that fun? So I finally get to the room that I'm in. So the room that I was meant to be in wasn't the correct room because they changed what room we were meant to be in on the timetable. So I had to get into another room, and as I get there, I like open the door, I apologise, I swipe my key card, I'm like, I'm dead sorry for being late. You know, I didn't want to be late. And the teacher like looks me up and down, and she's like, oh, well, class does start at like 10 o'clock. And I'm like, yeah, I apologise, my bus was running like an hour late, there's not really a lot I can do about it. And then she's like, well, you could have gotten an earlier bus. And I'm like, I don't know how I can pre-plan for a bus being an hour late, but sure, don't worry about it. Next time I'll think about that. So I just like sit down, take my spot, you know, dead chill. And then this other girl comes in late, and she apologises, you know, she's dead apologetic. She's like, I'm dead sorry, I've had to get the train from, she was like quite far away actually. I'm gonna give her props on like coming from that long. She's like, I had to get the train. My train got delayed twice. And the teacher like looks up and down and she's like, well, next time you need to get an earlier train. And I'm like, this bitch. In my head, I'm like, this bitch. Like, I don't like to be like that, but it's just like, don't get me wrong, being late, you don't want to be late. It's not a nice thing to be late, but sometimes people can't help it. Sometimes stuff happens, life gets in the way. and it's just how it is. But man, some people just got no respect. And so we're like sat down, and the teacher's like going through like the module things, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, this is a group project." And I was like, "I've been tricked. I've been lied to. I wasn't told it was a group project when I picked it. Like, god damn it." So y'all that don't know, I had to do a group project a while ago, and it was not very fun. I did not enjoy it. So hopefully this project isn't going to be as bad, because I know somebody in my group for this one, and so far we've been talking. They all seem like pretty chill, pretty nice people. So I've got no qualms with anybody. But yeah, I wasn't impressed that it was a group module. I was not happy about that. I also don't know what. Oh, you're still tech. Okay then. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with that at all. Can I help you, cat? Hello. Hello, Tigger. You know, just barge in, open my door, let all the hot air out. You know, you make yourself comfortable. And, you know, we got a cat. Hello, cat. What you want? Oh, I'm trying to stream, buddy. I know you want to be pet right now, but I can't play one-handed. You never used to like me, and now you do. Oh, this is where he spams Stingtail, or whatever it is. It hurts. What? My cat's just sat on the floor, currently staring at me. I'm just gonna pop another Dust of Life, why not? Oh! Damn, I got targeted. I got blooming targeted. Would you look at that? Tippity tap, go, 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 fly. You cannot sit on my lap while I'm trying to stream. No. It's true what they say in show business. Don't work with kids or animals. What? Yes, I know you want a pet, but I'm busy. Yes, I can hear you purring. What? What do you want? He's currently, like, sat, like, as close as he possibly can to, like, my knee. Because I sit, like, on my desk chair, like, near my bed, so I can still pet the cats while I'm gaming. And he's, like, trying to get onto my knee. But the thing is, I don't mind if he wants to sit on my knee, but he's the one that kind of, like, the other one not so much, but he likes to, like, sink his claws into you when he's paddling, and it hurts so much. Yes, I'm talking about you. Like, you're not even my cat. So these are my father's cats, and I just ended up getting stuck with them basically. Oh, but Anisha, you are an attention seeker. But you are. Don't be coming into my stream and being like, oh, but I'm the attention. You are the attention seeker. Like a toddler needing attention. I did need some Bolt after this stuff though. Right there, I can give you a pet now that I'm not busy. Oh, there you go. Pet, pet, pet. Happy now? You purring? Ow! That does not mean you can bite me. Oh. So this one also gives you love bites when you pet him. Like, you'll be petting him dead softly and then he'll just like chomp onto your wrist. I'm getting beaten up by everything. I'm getting beaten up by monsters in the game. I'm getting beaten up by my own animals. We used to have another cat that has the same name. Like, again, my father named these cats. So we used to have another cat called Tigger many years ago when I was younger, who was a Norwegian forest cat. And if people don't know what Norwegian forest cats are, they are basically not the same size as Maine Coons, but just a little bit smaller. And they're big, fluffy cats. Like, they are big cats. Big, strong cats. And Tigger couldn't meow. And he was a gentle giant, but every so often he would forget that he had, like, massive paws and smack you on. Every so often. Is that a Legiana egg or a Basil egg? I do not know, so I'm not going to take it. Don't need that one either. Yeah, he was a big cat. You know what? I'm changing my equipment while you're making your way up here. Come here. Yeah, hit me. Ouch! Right, I get to hit you back now. Yeah, he was big. He was like a big cat. And he was also like an outdoorsy cat. And I remember once I was fast asleep in bed, right? Fast asleep in bed. We used to have a cat flap downstairs, so he used to come in and out as much as he pleased. And I remember one night I was fast asleep, and then I just like felt something drop onto my face, like something wet, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And I woke up, and Tigger had decided to bring me a gift, which was a poor mouse which he had managed to catch, keep in his mouth, bring inside, and just blip and plopped it straight onto my face while, like, it was still alive, but the poor thing was so petrified by the whole situation that it just stayed there, like, dead still, shivering, and I'm like, oh my god, where did you get it? So he kind of just, like, plopped a mouse on me. So I had to, like, catch this poor terrified mouse and take him outside and try and find somewhere where he couldn't go after it. So I had to, like, put it at the back of the garden, and I felt so bad. I felt so guilty. I'm like, this poor mouse has been, like, the jaws of death. And then I think after that point, because he used to bring you all sorts, like, God, I remember one time he brought like a pigeon or something. He brought something home, or I might be thinking of it. I'm thinking of another cat. So my mother and father are divorced. So when I lived with my mother and my sisters, my eldest sister had two cats called Teo and Taz, who were both Siameses. And Taz was more athletic than Teo. Teo was like dead round and fat. It was dead funny. And Taz one day I was staying home from school because I think I think the school had something going on, so I was at home and I was doing some homework at the kitchen at the table, and I heard my mother scream, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what is it? So I go in to check, and Taz had brought in a pigeon or a magpie or something, and he was just ripping the feathers out of it in the hallway, like defeathering this pigeon in the hallway. Oh my god, there were feathers everywhere, and we had to like try and catch it and throw it back outside, and I'm just like, oh my god. But now I'm kind of like, yeah, people shouldn't be really letting their cats outside, because cats damage a lot of the ecosystem and a lot of birds, and it's not like that, you don't really know where your cats are going. So you shouldn't really let your cats outside, honestly. But yeah, I miss Teo and Taz actually. They were my sister's cats, but they were lovely. Teo and Taz were given to my eldest sister as gifts from our grandparents. My grandparents used to breed Siamese cats and Persians, and my grandfather used to also be in like a bird, like a bird group. I can't remember, like a society basically, where they would breed birds from like Australia and other countries in the UK, because this is where they would fly to for like the winter, I believe, and then go back to Australia. So he used to breed like a lot of birds of paradise in the aviary that they had, and then release them so they would go to Australia. So Teo and Taz were a gift off my grandparents. And I believe that Teo, Teo being a chocolate point Siamese, dead fat, dead round, it was dead funny, had a bit more Persian in him, because they used to mix breed Persians and Siameses together, so you had like the fur and the eyes of them, so like selectively bred. And when he was a kitten, Teo had to go in for an urgent operation, because they believed that something went wrong in his stomach. But when he had that operation, he didn't really come back out correct. So we think they might have left him with a bit of brain damage, because he was very, very stupid. Like, he was a lovely cat, but oh my god, he was stupid. So he couldn't figure out how to jump. Like, he could jump, like, onto a bed, or, like, up the stairs, but he couldn't, like, figure out tables or countertops or anything. So you could put him in the garden and he would just not jump the fence, because he just didn't know how. Like, we always questioned if something was going on in that cat's head, and pretty much nothing was probably going on in that cat's head. But sadly, Teo and Taz are no longer with us. They died quite a while ago, which is quite sad. But now we have Shadow, who is the Siameses at my mum's. Shadow, I believe Shadow is either 11 or 12 years old this year. So in human years, he's like 60. No, he's like 70 or 80. So that's old for a cat. So it's like, no, my babies. I miss living with my sisters. Not for like my sisters, but for for the cat. As that sounds. Yeah, because I got some news like a while ago that because of his age, they believe that Shadow might have some arthritis in his back and in his spine. So it might explain the reason why he's been like dead grouchy recently, which I can understand. Like, arthritis isn't nice in humans, so it must not be nice in cats. And he is getting really old, so you know, it gets around that time. Yeah, he's got like a proper like meow. Oh, I love him so much. I miss him so much. Just gotta break your body. Yeah, that'll do. And then you've got the ones at my dad's, so you have Tigger, who's named the same thing as our old cat. Tigger never used to really bother with me. So you have Tigger and Sassy, who are both my dad's cats. Sassy does nothing but follow me around all the bloody time. whenever she can. She's dead lovable. She's like a dead fluffy looking thing that always looks like she's been dragged out of a bush backwards by like the scruff of her neck. And then you've got Tigger. So Sass loves attention, loves it wherever she can get it. And then you got Tigger, who's scared of his own shadow. I usually say he's got like schizophrenia or something, because he'd be like jumping at random stuff. Like it's really weird. But Tigger never used to bother with me, because I used to like come back home from when I did my undergrad at uni, and he used to like hide away from me and not really bother. But now he's like constantly wanting my attention. Like I'll have my door closed slightly to like keep the hot air in, and he just keeps like opening my door and swanning his way in and crying because he wants me to pet him. And it's like, you know what, that's kind of sweet. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I prefer cats over dogs. Don't get me wrong, I like dogs, but with a dog it's that constant want of attention, like a constant need. Like they always want your attention, they're always hyper and they're always this and they're always that. Like, as much as I do like dogs, there's just something about having a cat where a cat will come to you when it wants your attention. And I don't know, I just kind of like that thing of being wanted but at like a certain level. Are you calling Roberto the villager? Nah, put some respect on my greatsword main over here. My NPC who's pulling half of the weight in this game. Oh, see? He's pulling all the weight in this game. Roberto should automatically link to the tail. I hope so. Yes. Hunting horn time. Time to play my dudes. Get a smacker. 30 years experience. How old do we all think Tekko is? Jesus. If anybody's got like age experience, that's gonna be like Ash and Wonga, right? Or I could be wrong. I speak his name and I'll end up summoning the devil if I'm not careful. I'll say Ash's name once and he'll appear randomly in my comment section. I'm waiting for it. Ouch! I was not expecting that. She'll do slow snap. Slow snap? Snow slurp. Oh, there we go. I can speak. I can do English. I can do it, right? Clearly. Definitely isn't the language I was born and raised on, you know? Why do I feel like you're gonna do Silver Jet, whatever it's called, Silver Blast? Yeah, I thought so. Nice try. Now you're immediately gonna do Silver Stomp. Yep, called it. There's no longsword in this game! There's no longsword! Finally, a game where the Capcom's favourite child isn't in it. No longsword gameplay for you. That's a Glavenus I don't want. Nope. Oh, I'll take a Stygian Zinogre. What do you mean it's not a Monster Hunter game about longsword? Longsword users, man. Blame everything on the longsword user, that's my motto. Insect Glaive isn't even in this game. My main ain't even in this game. Big upset, you know? I don't think they'll ever add the full 14 weapons into this game. I actually do have Monster Hunter 1. I do have it. I have a PlayStation 1. I have Monster Hunter 1. I am tempted to try and figure out if I could get a converter and stream playing Monster Hunter 1. It's on the PlayStation 1 or on the PlayStation 2, actually. I think it's on the PlayStation 2. Hang on, I can double check that now. Where is it? It's on the PlayStation 2. I lied. PlayStation 2. And I do own a PlayStation 2. So, if I could figure out how to get a converter, I can possibly one day eventually stream the chaos that is Monster Hunter 1. Right, let's have a look. Right, we need 12 more genes, people. 12 more genes. I have the game. I have the original Monster Hunter game. We need a receipt. Alright, I'll send you a receipt. Hang on, I'll send it in a bit. It's got none of the genes that I need. Yeah, that's not got any of the genes that I need. Young Garuga? What do you mean? A relic? Who are you calling a relic? Nah, I'm getting beefed up by my own chat. Bruh. I thought I was all bruh. Elephant. I need 45 large, not 45 extra large. Ooh, critical kinship large. That is one that I needed. So I can, Sorry, Tigger, can I have my pen and paper? Thank you. Just have my cat fast asleep and everything. Yes, I'm sorry I woke you up. I needed my highlighter. Thanks. 45 extra large. I need large. And a Seragios. And a Steve. Because why not? A Stygian Zinogre. So out of all of that, we have gotten... Oh, we just need 10 more. Well, would you look at that? We got 2 that we needed. Would you look at that? Bruh, not me getting called old in the chat. I'm constantly bullied by my peers. 45 gene. Water as gene. Devil Joe, Stygian. Oh, I gotta do some dragon dens, but that means the possibility of having to beat up a molten Tigrex. And I don't want to beat up a molten Tigrex. Boo-hoo me. Right. I'm not even that old, and I keep getting called old timer. Back in my day, yeah, back in my day, I was legit talking about earlier on the stream, talking about back in my day as a third gen hunter, that we had to do the flex after eating an item. You know, there was none of this drinking a potion and having your health bar like slowly sink up, and if you dodge rolled, like you kept half of it, like in Rise. No, back in the old days, it was you had to eat a potion and your health bar just go straight up. You know, you had to do your little flex. And I still remember my my timing for my barbecue steak grilling for try. I still remember it. I still remember the old thing. It was legit like a 5-second animation look. It was so bad. Well, that was the charm of it, though. That was the charm. You know, you had to do it that way. That's just the way it is. I would love for longsword users in World to go back and play longsword from like Try or something, because there was no like white, yellow, or red gauge. There was none of that. There was no helm breakers. There was there were no counters or anything like that until you get to like Generations. Maybe there was stuff like that with like your evasion counters and whatnot. But yeah, like longsword's basic kit. Oof. Like, you filled up a gauge, but it didn't, like, go up to white, it just went up, and that was it. Like, that was it. That's all you had. Like, my first ever weapon... when I played the Monster Hunter series, when I first ever picked up the game, my first ever weapon was Lance. I was a Lance main. I played Lance. And I remember, because I played Lance to the point where my main Lance that I would rock was the Royal Ludroth Lance. Because I liked the way that it looked. And after I played Lance for a bit, I went, oh, I want to play another weapon. So I picked up Hammer. And Hammer was really, really fun. Because you could absolutely punt people out of the way if they were annoying you. So I was an absolute menace. So I played Hammer for a bit, and then I went back to Lance for a bit, and then I picked up Sword and Shield for a little bit. I kind of liked Sword and Shield. And then I played Longsword for a while. And I liked that. And then after that, I played 4 Ultimate, found the Insect Glaive, fell in love with it, and didn't pick up another weapon throughout my whole playthrough of 4 Ultimate. I then became played as an Insect Glaive main. But yeah, if we're going off like first ever weapon picked up, I would have been a Lance main. But I found my one true love, which was Insect Glaive. Mwah mwah, my cockroaches, my roaches, my insects. Go, my insects, get them. God, wonky cameras in old gen was funny as hell. Talking about the camera, you know, that's the thing you had to use when you were doing underwater combat. You had to use the camera to like to go in the direction you wanted to go, and you have to use the camera. Man, I hear people complain about underwater combat so much. Like, oh, underwater combat was so bad. Underwater combat was so bad. It was so tedious. I'm like, you just had to get used to it, you know? Like, yeah, it was a bit clunky here and there, but it wasn't like as bad as people were making it out to be. Like, Capcom was holding a pew pew to their head and forcing them to read off a script. Like, underwater combat gave us like a lot of interesting mechanics, and you could benefit from understanding your weapon in and out of water. And I think personally it also gave us a lot of interesting monsters that just weren't seen as a priority. We also got the flooded forest as well, which was really nice. I don't think the flooded forest was in the game previously. If it was, I could be wrong. Because again, I didn't play any games before Tri, so I could be wrong there, 100%. I think, isn't there like a Legend of Zelda game that had like an underwater section that everybody hated it? I never played Zelda, so I don't really know. But apparently I've heard rumors of a Legend of Zelda game that had like underwater combat and everybody hated it. Or like an underwater puzzle section and people like really hated it. I remember Spyro having underwater sections that people complained about. I gotta turn back around and go on the lower level. I think as well, I think from a game point of view, I think people kind of need to remember as well that as games have evolved, like underwater stuff and flying stuff and all of that lot, it has advanced so much throughout the years that people kind of forget that like years ago that wasn't a thing. Like a best example that I could say is in Horizon Forbidden West there is a snake robot that they did really well in animating and getting the movements really realistic because they did their homework and studied snakes. And snakes are actually one of the hardest creatures to animate and put into games because of the way that they move. And people go, oh yeah, but you could just have it slide across the floor. And here's the thing, right? Snakes don't just slide across the floor. Depending on what type of snake you're researching and looking at, snakes contract and uncontract their muscles to do like a wiggling movement. And some snakes do that, or some snakes zigzag side to side. And then there's another type of snake that uses its ribs in like a crawling motion to move, essentially. So it's almost like crawling itself along the floor. So snakes are actually one of the hardest creatures to animate because they just can't get the movement correct. And unless you're like a big animal nerd or really want to focus into that detail, people don't really care about that. But from going from not having particular things in games to having those things in games, it's amazing. Like, just the evolution of it all. It's the same with, what's it called? What movie am I thinking of? It stars David Bowie in it. The Labyrinth, that's it. So, in the movie The Labyrinth, there's a section where an owl is flying. And that, I believe, is the first time that an owl was 3D animated, because it goes from a 3D animated owl and changes into a live action owl that they have on set. But that was like the first time in history that they did like a fully animated owl, which is really interesting. And then I think in another movie, I believe it's a Sherlock's Home movie. I can't remember which one. But in that Sherlock's Home movie, it was the first time that they did like a stained glass animated knight. I believe it was. So that was like the first time that they did that. Like, just like you can't really speak about games without speaking about animation as well. So when people are like bitch complaining about, oh, why isn't the game out yet? Why isn't the game out yet? Or why are we paying so much for a video game? Wah. It's like, I can understand it to a degree. Like, I'm not saying that like games need to be very expensive, because some of these prices be extraordinary. Like, what the hell? But what I am saying is, a lot of these games have a lot of game developers, a lot of artists, sound design, people who do rigging, people who do the animations, you know, environment design, HUD design, all of this lot, and people don't pay attention to it. And it kind of goes sort of under the radar. Like, all those people need to get paid for their hard work, you know? So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm glad that Monster Hunter Wilds wasn't moved from its release date to be last year, because obviously last year was Monster Hunter's anniversary. So I'm glad it wasn't moved forward, because otherwise there would be so many more errors than what we're gonna get. And I can understand people being like, oh, I want the Monster Hunter game out now, and I'm like, yeah, the game's probably gonna come out and be a bit buggy here and there because they're doing new stuff with it. But you shouldn't beg for things to come out for your convenience, because you gotta let them cook a little bit. Let Capcom cook. Let them fix a few things first. You know? What am I doing? Yeah, they're like polishing the game, basically. It's like when they released the first beta and people were like complaining about like, oh, it's too much to run on my thing, and it's like, yeah, I get that, but they probably needed to have that beta to see what the general public's computer access was like, who can afford what, you know, what the general audience was, just to kind of see what was happening, you know? Ow! I'm being bullied by the molten Tigrex. I don't like it. Because I've been debating with the two beta dates that are coming out. I think for the first time, I'm going to be busy getting some clips for a video that I'm going to do. So there'll be that. Oh yeah, that's why they take, yeah, like it's the same with like Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World was in development for about 5 or so years. And then as soon as Monster Hunter World came out, they saw like how popular it was. They then started working on Wilds, because it was a B team that made Rise. So as soon as World came out, they started development for Wilds. So that was like 7 or so years ago. So they've been cooking with this game. They really just been cooking with it. Ouch! That hurt. I'm gonna pet my Nergigante. Hmm. What you cooking, Molten Tigrex? Oh, thank you, Roberto. Oh, and Blast Blight. Not the Blast Blight, please. Not again. Man's out here already planning to throw barrel bombs at me. Oh no. Oh lord. Ow. Ouch. Hopefully you just Savage Roar twice, yeah. I'm gonna do this because he attacks 3 times in a row in this stage. And then... ooh. See if I can do this. Ouch. No, I'm gonna let Roberto do his thing. Because that's gonna cancel out what Tiggy's gonna do. Okay, now we ride. Let's ride. I'm gonna hit you with the absolutely not. No. Boom. Get him, Roberto. Yeah. Gonna hit him with the no. I'm sick and tired of you pulling the same stunt. Stop it. Give me a child. Give me a gold shine one. God game. Thanks. You know. Look at his goofy air run. Look at him go. Look at him go. How many eggs we got? We got 4. 4 eggs. I say we do 2 more dens, see what eggs we get, hatch them, and then I'm gonna call it. So, let's see. Stealing people's babies. Why? I don't want. Only if the Monster Hunter monsters. Other than that, you can keep your children. I don't want them. I say we do a fire den. Do a fire den. Do a water den. And then call it a day. Watch me have to beat up a Hellblade Glavenus. Watch it be a Hellblade Glavenus. I don't want to beat up a Hellblade Glavenus. Not again. Spin! And it's gonna be dun dun dun. Drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. A Hellblade Glavenus! Release me from this fucking chaos! Hey, I'm nearly done with this gene collecting nonsense now. I got 10 more left. That's not bad. You know? Oh, grubby hooves. I'm gonna steal this chest though. Thank you. Bye. Love you and leave you, babes. But yeah, I think I should do like a stream timetable at some point. Make it look fancy. Make it look nice. Oh look, would you look at that? Sleepy boy. No. 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 Run away! I don't know how he's not. Oh, now he's spotted me. Am I gonna make it? Okay. That Glavenus was a bit confused about who took his kid, but I'm gonna take it. Hello, Oregon. Don't mind me, just passing through. Gotta run this way, run that way. Bonk. Oh, you didn't see me. Excuse me. That's leading us that way, so I'm gonna go and check down here first. Oh, nearly stepped on a conchu there. That wouldn't have been good. Oh no, not blasting off. Oh no. Oh, and he's standing right on that chest. Quick maneuvers, go! Run! Run, run, run! Don't let the big fish catch you! Run! No! Hate the conchus. I always hate the conchus in the volcanic area because they're green, and when they're in like the mossy parts, I can't see them very well, so you just step on them automatically. Oh, so the nest must be up here then. Oh yeah, there they are. There's two here. Oh, ignore me, Plessioth, ignore me. I'm not here. You didn't see me. It was just a trick of the light. Bye. Oh wait, hang on, I gotta go back up there. Excuse me. Hi, Basil. Sleepy boy. I'm just gonna take it. Because I think for those types of eggs, I'm gonna have to probably go into a lower rank dens and take them. Greedy for monsties. Never mind, babies. For monsties. Give me a monster. I don't know if Monster Hunter Stories and the base of Monster Hunter are in the same universe, because they talk about a lot of events that happen in both universes. What egg is that? It's not a Rathian egg. It is a Bizarrios egg. I will take it. I think I need Bizarrios. I should have picked up the other one then. Well, now I know that this is a Bizarrios egg. I kind of forget the patterns of all the eggs after a while. All these conchus everywhere. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. The pink. Oh, are you talking about what's he called, Congalala? Is that what you're talking about? The monkey, pink one. Oh, apparently hammer doesn't work on tail, which is odd. I can't wait for new gen hunters to fight old gen monsters. It's gonna be funny. I'm waiting for people to play the demo and get absolutely flashbanged by Juritzurus. It's gonna be funny. People are gonna get flashbanged. There we go. There we are. We'll see if you can get paralyzed. I don't think you can. Well, I didn't see it ineffective, so he could possibly get paralyzed. Oh no, it is ineffective, so he can't get paralyzed. Ow! Bully! Big meanie. He's gonna keep trying to blow me up now. Let's swap to Nergigante. Now he's gonna do the big tail sweep into... Yeah, there it is, Vulture Parade. To be honest, I am thinking about maybe making this my last den. I am a bit tired. I'm not gonna deny, I'm getting a bit eepy sleepy. And I might have to go and do some really boring regular dens, so I don't want to have to drag people through that. Because trust me, going to the regular dens is just as slow and tedious as doing this. Might as well use this while he's down. Damn! Damn! He got chopped. Damn, damn, damn. Ooh. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons on my PlayStation. No. Nope. Nope. Well, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna call this my last den. I've been doing it for a while now, and I kind of want to have a break for a few minutes, and then maybe keep going at it. But let's see if we've managed to grab any of the genes, and then I will call it for the stream. Right, let's have a look. So we have... Dun dun dun... 409. We need 10. Don't think we're going to get the 10. But let's see if we get 1 or 2. Let's hatch these eggs. And Devil Joe. Not that I can see. Nope. 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 These monsters I don't think go towards anything. Oh, it's a Gravios egg. Then definitely not. So I don't think we got even a single gene. Nope. But hey ho, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for those who came to stream today. Thank you for watching me lose my mind and yap for about 2 hours. But yeah, thank you very much for being here, and I'll probably either stream this again, or I might get the genes that I need and delete the game finally and get the platinum. So thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.